What's up, superstars? Welcome back to Crypto Cornucopia, where you come for the latest crypto news, education, and a path to prosperity. I make these videos for beginners, so if there's anybody you know that wants to learn more about crypto, share the love and share the video. As you can see, I do hours of research on YouTube every single day, so you don't have to. I know you're busy, so set the video to 1.5 or 1.75 so you get through it quick. Use the links below for more information on what I bring or to sign up and get your journey started. Ask questions so I can help you learn, and watch out for the scammers down in the comments below. If it looks weird, it is weird.
Welcome to the wonderful world of crazy crypto. It is November 18th, 2021, and yeah, it's crazy out there. Let's take a look at what's happening in the markets. We have Bitcoin daily sentiment at 43. My God. Ethereum still at 66. Interesting. And you have Gala, CRO, who just bought the Staples Center in LA. Good for you guys. VGX token, Voyager. They're doing a lot of deals as well. Rose, Sandbox, Ergo, Audio, and Algo. You know, actually, all these are really good names. So if you want to jump into something, might be a good place to get to. Look at this Bitcoin price, 57,000. My God. So happy I got out for a day or two. Couldn't stand to see my entire portfolio go down. So I'm going to dollar cost average for the next 5 days back into it. Sold off of all my little guys, because if Bitcoin goes down 10, 15, 20%, they go down 20, 30, 40%. However, I do think that it's going to be turning around really quickly. So let's take a look at the charts for, oh, by the way, Market Rebellion, they have a lot of good stuff they're putting in here. They had half this stuff about 2 months ago. So they got Ethereum Trade Insight, U.S. Justice Department is selling 56 million worth of crypto seized, and massive Bitcoin investment fraud case, Staples Center. I mean, a lot of good stuff on this. So I highly suggest you guys sign up for this. They have an excellent tutorial over here in, where is it, education, and they go through all the charts and really help you understand it. And I'm going to do that with you right now. Look at the charts. Okay, so right here, let's zoom in. This was yesterday's candle, and this turned out to be a neutral candle. Now, if this little piece of the candle would have been up top, that would have been what we call a hammer candle, and that would have been extremely bullish. But instead, we got a neutral candle, and it could have gone either way, and you can guess which way it went. It went down, and that was kind of to be expected, but got some good news for you. Everybody across the space is giving great information as to why this is just a bit of fear. And if you take a look at the long term, look at where we came from. This was just, let's see, okay, this was October. October, we were at 42K. We're at 64, guys. All right, that's like 50% increase. Yeah, we're doing all right. Doing okay. Going back down to 52, no big deal. It's really not. And let's go into a little bit further as to why. All right, so we've got the double top pattern right here, which is something that is relatively bearish. And then you have the higher lows. Now, if this gets down to about 57, which we're close to now, then that can be a little bit more negative. But there are plenty of trend lines that it can bounce off of. But stay with me here. All right, so the Bitcoin exchange balances just keep falling, and smart money buys on the red days. So you have, this is Glassnode, and I'm going to show you Crypto Quant because I signed up for it today. But these are the balances for Bitcoin on exchanges. Okay, look, it just keeps going down. The sell pressure is simply people being afraid and noobs getting out, saying, you know, maybe they got in at 40 and they said, you know what, I'm good, I'm all right, no biggie. But as the exchanges are going down, smart money's buying this. All right, so this is exactly why. This is the Google Trends, and Google Trends is a great way for you to take a look at how many retail investors are in the market and looking at getting in. And this has been a great trend along the last few years. When it peaks up, you can see the price of Bitcoin going way up. The retail investors are not in right now, but you keep seeing Bitcoin getting bought up and then going down, bought up and going down. So the retail investors that are in right now, they're selling, they're fearful. But new money, smart money, people that are holding like you and I, because the only ones I sold out of are my small caps, which I know would take a dive. And guess what? Getting right back into them in a couple of days. All right, so this is the pi cycle top indicator, which I always go back to. Remember, when this yellow line here meets the top line, that's where you have trouble almost every single time. And it's called it many, many times. So, this was back in May, by the way. We are not even close. So this is not the cycle top. This is not something that you as an individual should be worried about. It should be something that you should be looking to get into, not financial advice. All right, so we're going to jump into Crypto Quant. Now, this is what I signed up for today. And this is the main one that I'm going to be taking a look at, even though I'm going to take you through the website. This is the Bitcoin market value to realized value ratio. And the main takeaway here is that if it gets above 3.5, this blue line right here, if this MVRV ratio gets above 3.5, that's another top indicator. But look at where we are. It's about 2.45. Or not even 2.5, because 3 would be a little bit higher up here. So we're not even close to it right now. Now let's go into Crypto Quant, and I'll pull up the charts that they suggested on the video that I watched from Dan Teaches Crypto, Digital Asset News. It's linked below so you can watch it yourself. And these are all the charts. So you have exchanges, all exchanges, taker, buy volume. Okay, so the people that are buying into Bitcoin, look at the volume here, even though the price is going down. All right, all exchanges short liquidations. All right, the liquidations are almost out. Okay, let's go down a little bit further. We got all exchanges estimated leverage ratio. So this is how much leverage is on the exchanges, and you can see it's a dip down with the price here, which is a positive sign. And this is the most revealing right here, all exchanges reserve. So across all of the exchanges, look how much the reserve is going down. And notice that when the reserve goes up, the price of Bitcoin is going down. So this is not a big dip compared to how much is being taken off the exchanges, how much is being held. You know, all along this time here, also, you have miners that were selling as they go. And that's putting more Bitcoin onto the exchange, however, which drives the price down. However, they've been holding on to their Bitcoin, and instead of selling it, they're taking loans against it, which I think is the smartest thing that they could have done. Let's head back. The bottom one is the one that I showed earlier that I took a screenshot of. This is the one that I'm going to be watching closely, because I want to know when it starts getting above 3, then I'm going to be watching very, very closely to all of the tokens that I have, because some that I have are really small cap and there's not a lot of liquidity. So you have to sell when people are buying. You have to sell on the way up to make sure that you get out. And also, unfortunately, if you're on Coinbase, I got to tell you, every time that there's been a lot of people on Coinbase buying, selling, they shut down. You know, there's some conspiracy theories about that, whether they do it on purpose so that, you know, whales can get their money, whatever the case is. The point is that they shut down. And it could just be because of traffic and networking. But you got to take your profits on the way up. And that's just like I always say, you want to pay yourself first. All right, on to good news. Ethereum is seeing its top 10 largest non-exchange addresses continuing to grow larger. So they're holding. While the top 10 largest exchange addresses shrink, there is a record 5.16x the amount of ETH on top 10 non-exchange versus exchange well addresses now. A great sign. So this is the same thing that's happening with Bitcoin. I showed you guys yesterday that Ethereum is just dropping off of the exchanges. So when we start turning up here, which I think will be personally in a couple days or throughout the next week, there's not going to be that Ethereum on the exchanges. When people do decide, when they stop selling and the fear stops, then people are going to turn around and they're going to start buying. And there's no ETH on the exchange, so that's going to drive it up. Remember that famous quote, be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. Right now, the fear index is at 50. A couple of days ago, it was at 77. So 70, like anywhere from 70 to 100 is in the greed. So right now, they're fearful, and that's when you want to jump in, dollar cost average in. Okay, so in America, we still don't have an ETF. However, Fidelity, which is all over the world, launches Canada's first institutional Bitcoin custody service. So not only are they into ETFs, they are going to start custodying the Bitcoin for them. So this is huge for Fidelity. You know they're going to do very well because of this. And that's just a big sign that the top 3 exchange provider in the world is into Bitcoin and helping other countries do that. All right, so Bitrafil enables Salvadorians to pay many of their bills with Bitcoin. So this is great because you want to see a lot of exchanges in Bitcoin. The network in itself needs to be utilized, and this is showing how people can utilize it on the Lightning Network. And especially because they recently passed that Taproot soft fork, which allows Bitcoin to be utilized in smart contracts and be utilized more. And this is just one of the ways that they can do it. All right, so this is just a reminder if you are feeling bearish. These are the prices of the top 10 cryptos 1 year ago, just 1 year ago. All right, Bitcoin was at 17,000. Ethereum was at 480. It's at 4,000 now. Binance Coin was at $28. It's over 500 right now. Solana, my God, yeah, still kicking myself. It was $2.20. It was at $2.20 yesterday. Cardano, did get into that one. Pat myself on the back. That was 10 cents. It's at a little under 2. XRP was at 30. Meh, never really liked it. Polkadot, 484. Yes, got into it. Doge, that was a good one. Good job, Noah. And then she was like, it was literally 0. It was like 0.000000. All right, so the point is that it's been only a year. Look at the traditional markets. Look at gold. Look at silver. Go look at the charts for them and see what they have done in the last year. Yeah, this could go down, but why not jump into it? Why not get something? Pay attention to what's going on, make some money, and then if you want to get out, go ahead, get out. You just got to follow the market. But remember, volatility is the price we pay for performance. So right now people are freaking out, probably because they have too much money in it. Just saying. But the volatility in this market is the price we pay for the performance. And this is the performance. 17,000, what's it at? 70 now. Easy 5x. Almost 10x. 30, 10, about 15, 20x there. I mean, this was, God, Solana was like 100x. If you would have just gotten in, started playing the game. And even if, by the way, even if this cycle ends in December, if you're just putting it away and setting it for a couple of years, do you really think this stuff is going away? I don't think so. So to kind of finish it up with what I just said, I just started listening to this YouTuber today. Liked what he had to say. That Chime DAO that I've been following was a fork of OHM. And apparently there have been quite a few forks. But he talked about another token that had been forked. It's called Chime. And I'm going to do a little more research on it. And the APYs are just as high as the Chime DAO. Anyway, he put this up. And what does success look like to you? What people think it looks like is up and to the right. What it really looks like is, you know what this looks like to me? This looks like the crypto market. It goes up, down, whoa, big swings all the way up, and kind of looks like your stomach because you get nauseous from your money swashing around. But it's very true. This is what you have to visualize. This is what you have to expect. And this is what actually happens. So just remember that when all this is going down. All right, so this is Chime. And this is on the Avalanche network. Now this says from his video, which is linked below, 1.29 billion total value locked in here. And people are getting 72,000% APY. Not APR, APY, but it rolls over every 6 hours. So whatever percentage you get within that 6 hours goes right back in to where you are. And it just keeps rolling over. Now, if we go and look at it real time, because I have it pulled up over now, it's at 90,000% APY. Total value locked has actually gone down a little bit. And if we take a look at the price, it's gone down 14% over the next. See right here, market cap. And you'll notice this. Market cap is always a little bit different everywhere. But it only has 200,000 circulating supply. Mind you, Bitcoin has 21 million. Not a great comparison, but this is a new product. And you see this a lot. This is over the last 24 hours, but you see this a lot with new coins, and it's happened with Chime DAO too. It's only been here for a couple months, but it was basically cents and then shot up. Oh, that's market cap, sorry. It started out at cents and then shot up all the way up to 10,000. Now, it has been climbing. I'm waiting to see what happens. I'm not about to put my money into something that's on a downtrend with the rest of the market. But if it does continue this uptrend right through here, because it just crossed the line where it should have stayed above, essentially. But if it goes back up, I'm absolutely willing to put some money into something that's going to give me 90x over the next year. 90x. You put in $1,000, that's $90,000. Assuming the price stays about the same, but that's still something I'm looking at. And this is just to give you an idea of what's out there. I showed you Trader Joe and Avalanche, which is giving essentially about 70% APR. And that stuff's still amazing. The point is, just start getting into some of this stuff so you can get some of the appreciation that's going to happen over the next couple of years. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Leave comments, questions below. Take care.